was once a boy. A boy who dreamt of fire, destruction, and bullshit.
Well guys, as if I haven't suffered enough by the madness of the second, the ungodly amount of support for it was insane and not lost on me. Apparently I'm not the only one that loves Twisted Metal 2. Thank you everyone for all the support, it really means a lot. With that being said, I gotta confess, the urge to not do this was very strong. The second one kicked my ass.
Kill me! I want to die! Put a bullet in my head!
But I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. It's time for another go-around.
Losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Welcome everyone to Twisted Metal 4, 23 years later. Developed by 989 Studios and released in 1999, Twisted Metal 4 was the next grand installment in the franchise after the mediocre third. Not terrible, but uglier than sin.
Check it out.
Still fun, though. I remember thinking at the time it was weird that these games kept changing so much. Like, remember that game that came out 3 years ago? The one that has the advertisement for the sequel within its own packaging? Well...
It's gone.
That, my friends, is a bold strategy.
You ought to know you bought it.
Enough from the clown!
Anyway, I considered playing the third one first, but starting this franchise off with Black made the whole doing things in order a bit mute.
It is pointless to resist.
And you can play as Calypso in this one, so here we are.
You don't say.
That's right. In the wake of Sweet Tooth's victory in the tournament, he's gained control over the contest and kicked Calypso down to contestant status. A real fall from grace. And super ironic when I consider the hell he put me through in Twisted Metal 2.
You're fucking dead.
My ultimate enemy! Anyways, booting her up came with the usual difficulties of emulation. At one point, I thought I got it going, and then made it to level 2, and well... just look. If I was a betting man, I'd say something is off.
Game is blackjack, gentlemen.
With everything functioning properly, it was super cool just going through the menu and taking everything in. Like, I forgot half of these characters. And I definitely forgot about the create your own car mechanic, which might just be the best idea this franchise has ever come up with. It's pretty bare bones here, but man, does it have potential. Especially if done today with some online multiplayer. Selecting Calypso's Nukemobile as my car of choice, it was time to get this crazy tournament going. First step, the construction yard. The crane-wielding beginning stop in our bloody testicular journey. Cool riddle, but kinda sucks it doesn't show us who we're facing. Just leaving us out to dry.
We may be fine. We may be totally fine. We also may be totally fucked.
Starting this shitstorm off, I was shocked to notice that we have just 3 enemies to defeat. A rather promising prospect that was soon overshadowed by its almost immediate reduction. Guys, the first kill, and I didn't even do anything. What a difference. Joining the fray, I was almost immediately frozen by DQ. Oh no.
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
Yeah, guys, I know that you can do that. It's just honestly something I never really did. Even back in the day. So I'm just not used to it. Not to mention, it's been over 20 years. I'm just winging this shit. I'm not trying to be the best. Good looking out, though. Giving the good old Napalm Blast a go, which I could see they've really improved upon. Oh, come on. I was finally able to make my own impact on the battlefield. With a little secret something. It's the coolest special ever. It's so ridiculous. And fitting. Giving Quattro a power missile, I was running low on health and took off to hide. He won't find me here. Discovering health, I was shiny and new again, and equally strapped. Go, my pretty! Oh my god, I got a twofer. Continuing to battle these two in the most cramped area of the map, I slowly realized that having the longest truck in the game isn't great. This is bad. With both of them on the brink of death, DQ was killed by Quattro, basically solidifying my victory and making my job that much easier. I killed one of the 3 contestants. Go team! And what's this? Ooh, prepare to battle the Crusher. I forgot about this. So apparently, for the first time in the franchise, Twisted Metal 4 includes a boss at the end of every level. This is an insane proposition considering the franchise thus far, but it's pretty well balanced here. Because as the Crusher entered the junkyard, and I missed by a quarter mile, with everything... Oh, yes! My cheeky antics were at it again, hiding on a rooftop and taking advantage of this game's abysmal pathfinding. This guy tried to make this jump like 20 times. It's funny because I could actually like feel him getting frustrated.
I'll get you, bitch.
But it wasn't enough. Victory. Feels good. Level 2. Neon City. Oh, I remember this one. With that fucking awesome song. Still, going in blind against 4 enemies this time, I basically nuked myself from the start. Twice. God damn it, Rob! Apparently that was one for me and one for the music. Continuing our vicious battle, I discovered a special new weapon that's almost perfectly tailor-made for me. There. You happy? Unfortunately, doing a terrible job of capitalizing on that, I was sucked into his skull special, which left me with no choice. The sacrifice must be made.
Oh, shit, I got you good, you fucker.
Knocking on death's door, I explored every corner of this cyber city for health. Eventually finding myself on the roof, staring at a jump, leading to a peculiar empty room that seems a bit too odd, even for this game. Motherfucker! Alright, gotta use the turbo this time. Turbo, turbo, turbo. I'm out of turbo. I'm joking, that was the same clip. We made it. And look ho, an icon. That's gonna do something. No! Oh my god! Oh my god. Die, you bastard! Oh, thank god. I have no idea how I won that. I am clearly worthy of whatever glorious fate this thing is taking me to. Ooh, a treasure trove. Jackpot. Collecting everything I could find, and subsequently enough nukes to wipe out a country, or what I could only assume was an out-of-his-mind Captain Grimm, came up to confront me. Not even worth a nuke. Now what the fuck is happening? Okay. Back on the streets. With just Pizza Boy remaining, I gathered what I could find and made my way over to him. He's apparently just a broken shell of a man, because he just sat there and let me kill him. Oh well. On to the moon buggy. This is like the only boss I remember, other than Minion, and my mortal enemy since the last one. Obviously. Deciding to battle him on the rooftops, I collected my way up and drove over to the transporter room. Just in time for Moon Bastard to rear his ugly head. Suck my terribly aimed nuke. Ah, that's accurate. Fuck! Now trapped with this madman, I pulled out a classic and frantically leveled the playing field. That was close. Round 2. And I'm ready for you. Come at me. Yes. This is actually working quite well. And I have 2 more of these babies. Oh my god, he grabbed a health. This blows. Continuing this madness for another 10 minutes, Mr. Moonbug takes a ride in the teleporter, allowing me the perfect opportunity to use something I picked up from my journey. Encrypting. Returning to fight me, I accidentally planted a mine in my struggles to remove him, An accident that I was eventually able to use to my advantage. Once I wore him down a bit first. Worked like a charm. Level 3. Road Rage. A freeway. This should bode well. Nuking the shit out of Goggle Eyes and myself, he came at me like Neo, trying to poison me with his gas attack. Lucked out, though, just in time to be saved by a garbage truck. The Trash Man. The newest version of basically Mr. Slam. And he still sounds like a dick. Waging war against these fools, I mined Goggle Eyes into submission, removing the first of, oh my god, 6 enemies. Soon discovering Bob Zombie and the Jones family. Anyone? Bob and I duked it out with our mine attacks until meeting back up with the Griswolds for a happy family nuclear artillery barrage. Got that bastard, but the vacay is still on. Relocating Trashmaster, I took him to the curb, lobbing just about everything I had at him. Eventually napalming him to death. And bowling for Quattro. Desperate for health, I scoured the streets and located some. The perfect amount to end the last 2 enemies, Quattro and Captain Grin. Honestly, this was like the easiest victory ever. Had Grim on the ropes from basically the beginning, and Quattro just died before I could get to him. Before anyone could get to him. It's over. And oh my god, Super Thumper? This is gonna be great. As if he wasn't a big enough pain in the ass before. Now he's super pain in the ass. Making my rounds collecting ammo, it wasn't long before Super Thumper showed himself. Engaging in a little back and forth, doing everything I could to stay away from his special. Delivering a bit of damage, but taking a lot more, I collected a full health before entering the battle once again, and throwing everything I had at him. This honestly worked great, and he was unable to make good use of his special, ultimately dying to a well-placed mine. Like, who would have thought the road level would be so good for mines? And the Super Thumper would be easy. Level 4. The Bedroom. Yeah. This level always confused me. Why are we small? Or why is everything big? This is a very weird choice. Anyway, beginning our battle with a nuke threesome, I completely missed the other and faced off with Captain Grin, exploring the ramps and dressers of this Toy Story room from hell.
That's very funny, Buzz. This is serious!
I placed like 6 mines in the hopes of catching some contestants off guard.
Well, well, well.
Yes!
Nuking Trashmaster, I power missiled a weak Captain Grin before collecting some health and taking on Warthog and Pizza Boy. Spotting a weak Microblast, I attempted to nuke him with little success, but it wasn't long before he was eliminated. With 3 enemies left, I located a back attic type area with extra weapon and health drops, enough to heavily weaken the competition and remove Pizza Boy. Refilling my health, I focused my attention on Trashman, as a weakened Warthog dies off screen. Now it's just you and I.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Now it's RC car time. Facing off against this tiny little van with the biggest laser ever on it, the battle of big guns began.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Falling off a dresser and nuking myself, I healthed up and started to deliver real pain to this guy, eventually whittling both of our healths down to a sliver. Now we play the waiting game. Where are you? Oh, goodbye. So far, these bosses are a joke. Minion was way harder in Twisted Metal 2. Speaking of which, it's Amazon time. Again. Happy to discover no lava pits, a seemingly straightforward battle began, unleashing both of my nukes almost immediately. Becoming lost in the labyrinth that is this level, I suffered my first defeat. To myself.
NANI?
Doesn't really matter though, because thus far this game is definitely easier than the second. Even with a boss on every level. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, I'm only on level 5, but I've made it this far with like 0 issue. Anyway, deciding to take the loss, because apparently we have 4 lives instead of 3, I was soon back in the fray. Raining down missiles, Microblast couldn't stand the heat, allowing me to refocus on Goggle Eyes. Oh my god, somebody else died again!
Man.
4 enemies left, and I got 1 on the ropes. Running low on health, I found a teleporter off the beaten path, which took me to the top of this pyramid where I discovered a lightning drop and full health, both of which I used to great effect. With Warthog, Zombie, and Orbital on the verge of death, I mortar strike Warthog, nuked Zombie, and fire missiled Orbital, winning the battle and setting us up for Super Axel? I thought this would be Minion.
Oh, fart.
I like to think he took his place because we beat Minion with Axel. Like he's just a man with no arms.
What? How about you?
Spotting him in the distance, I sent a nuke his way and raced around to collect weapons, even returning to the top of this pyramid for an auto-lob weapon, which worked really well until I switched to my special without noticing.
Perfection.
Desperate for health, again, I took a series of jumps and platforms to an isolated health in the corner of the map. A location that turned out to be almost impossible for Axel's pathfinding to manage.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
On the 40, it begins right now. Holy fucking sugar titty motherfucking cutbag! Unbelievable!
Well, that's that. Level 6, the oil rig. Now this one I remember. Going up against 5 enemies, it wasn't long before most of them were feeling the pain. Pinning Goggle Eyes in the corner and giving him both barrels, slowly whittling his health down to nothing. Nuking Captain Grimm and Warthog, progress was being made as Grimm soon after died, bringing our remainder to 3. Discovering a secret room and a teleporter, I located a health drop on a helipad, which was great, but I botched it when I failed to hit the jump correctly. I love that I'm literally responsible for every death I've had. 3 left. We got this. Spotting a very sneaky Warthog, I gave him a strike, leaving just Quattro and Pizza Boy remaining, the latter of which died running into me. Alright, bye buddy. Attacking Quattro in the upper room of the rig, I froze him.
Yes.
And nuked his health down to a sliver. Unfortunately, trying this again, I froze myself and gave him a chance to get away. And find health.
This is exactly what I don't want! Oh, I can't think of worse news! And to come out of the blue so suddenly!
Successfully remote bombing him a few times, one of which I swear launched him off the platform. A move that I guess only affects me. His health was in the shitter as I missiled him a few times and followed him back up to the upper room, ending this fiasco where it all started. Wait, what? Super Auger and Super Slam? You're gonna face both?
I was killing guys like this 10 years ago with my bare hands. I'm not going for any of these tricks. This is a sport of death and honor. Go to the gladiators.
Anxiously waiting on the helipad for these fools to reveal themselves. Auger appears out of fucking nowhere and takes me to Pound Town. Alright. Almost falling to my death, Auger continues his streak of topping me by grinding this entire platform before landing safely on the level below. Like he landed on the one place he could fall and not die. This game is incredible. Yet, before I could even mentally recover from the fucking that just occurred, Mr. Slam arrives and freezes me.
To the fucking.
Pausing to what I can only assume is to mock me.
I am the greatest. Do you hear me, world? You people are all tiny ants to me now. Damn it, I am Simon Whittlebone.
Then he left. Respect, Mr. Slam. Respect. It's like he was the personification of you guys, reminding me of the benefits of freezing people. But that's just not me.
Damn it!
Collecting an incoming health, I left the helipad to discover Mr. Slam was fighting a very real battle of his own. What are you doing, dude? Oh my god. Getting my ass out of there, I was able to give Augur a nuke before getting rocketed up to the top platform. An area rich in weapon drops and perfect for a showdown between these two. Man, Mr. Slam is really hammering the message home. But so am I. Oh fuck! I can't believe it. Another death. By me.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!
Respawning in disgrace, I noticed a huge double upside to my seemingly unfortunate circumstances, and put them to work immediately, crippling Augur and finishing him off with a fire missile. Now it's just you and I. Planting a little surprise for our friend, I once again failed to capitalize on it, leading to a machine gun slam face-off, resulting in a health imbalance that basically guaranteed our victory, especially finding Mr. Slam stuck and wide open for attack. And would you look at that? Minion's Maze. The dark ancient hellhole that I completely forgot about. Realizing fairly quickly that the maze-style layout of this level is too much for the AI to handle, these 6 enemies failed really bad to put up much of a challenge. This especially is true if you jump to any isolated platform. This whole level is glitchy as hell. Anyway, airstriking Trashman, motoring Captain Grimm and the Joneses, and accidentally using a shield to protect me from my point-blank nuking of invisible zombie. It didn't take long before Warthog and Pizza Boy was all that was left between us and probably Minion. Hooray! Come and get me! Like, any minute now. Finally revealing himself, I sent my first nuke straight to the trash, completely missing him and setting the standard for the remaining 2. 1 out of 3, guys.
Great success.
Leaving the platform for a quick weapon and health run, this navigating mess continued as he struggled to reach me. Especially if you add a little bomb at the end. It's a nice touch. Works really well. This took a hot minute, but it worked like a charm. The remote bomb drops and the health nearby allowing me to basically reproduce this with impunity. Even throwing in a nuke here or there. Total cheesy domination. 7 down, just 1 remaining. The Carnival. The final level in the tournament, and quite possibly the worst. Can't really put my finger on it, but it's like the combination of minimal health drops and what I can only assume more aggressive AI. My experience with this level was the polar opposite of the last one. It's absolutely pivotal to locate all the hidden locations in this level. What few ones there are. Especially the roof of this tent. This area supplied a ton of weapon drops and allowed for some protection and a great view of the map. This one thing took this level from unfair to me to arguably unfair to them. Rob got it pretty bad. I don't know, I had a really hard time with this until I found this out. Once again, saved by cheesing. Now it's Sweet Tooth's turn, the super annoying special spamming mascot of the franchise, and in this one, the last enemy of the game. A fact that might actually affect my wish if you really think about it. Yeah. It's okay though, because I soon found out the odds of this were bleak. Not only can Sweet Tooth navigate his way to my only advantage on this level, but he has an annoying special that has been upgraded to biblical proportions. I tried this like 8 times and it's like a guaranteed death sentence. This was crippling to my confidence. Yet, determined to make this work, I tried about everything I could to keep him off the roof. Really? Forcing me to flee from his special, which I somehow managed, I panicked my way through the haunted house, collecting everything I could find to help even the odds. Noticing Sweet Tooth was hot on my tail, I fled back to the tent, realizing I had led him into a possible solution to my problem. Yes. Oh, there's another one. Yes! Just a little bit left. That felt good. A satisfying ending to a satisfying tournament. And now, it's time for our wish. Flashback to our stolen tower, now occupied by Mr. Mute and his clown squad. I don't know how the fuck you're alive. Calypso demands the return of his ring and control over the contest.
And I desire the ring. Hand it over.
Everyone grinning is like freaking me out. Rejecting our wish, Calypso does once again what he could have done from the very beginning and lays waste to these fools. This fight is fucking hilarious. He facepalms his clown and it's gone in 3 frames. Nice. What's up with this thigh gap though? Bro, it's like you're both tall and short at the same time. This is the dumbest shit. Anyway, fighting over the ring and releasing all the souls contained inside, the building explodes, trapping them in a perpetual battle within the ring, supposedly discovered by a new owner. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here, but it's really hard to decipher the amount of stupidity on display. Like, I don't really blame the game, because there's something so endearing about this franchise to me, but I can't help but feel like I've lost all sense of continuity. Anyone? Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed my look at Twisted Metal 4 23 years later. I gotta say, guys, this was a lot easier than I thought it would be. The bosses at the end of each level and the arguably worst controls did little to slow my progress. Yet, once again, this fact seems to have eluded my memory, because I remember all these games being decently difficult. Good thing for me, though. This one, not so much. Twisted Metal 4 managed to keep the heart-pumping insanity of the series while changing a lot in the process, resulting in another classic entry that without a doubt holds up to today. It's different, not as good as the second, an ugly duckling, but one that I still love. She's good. I want to thank everyone immensely for the support on my last video on Twisted Metal 2, and my channel in general. This month has been the best one yet, and I couldn't have achieved it without you guys. Like, wow. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to the party!
It's so great seeing that you guys enjoy this stuff as much as I do making it. And I'd also like to give a very special shout out to our patrons and their amazing support. Hold the line, fellas. So thank you guys very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for what's next. And as always, thanks for watching.